Vision's pretty cool. Whoa! He just got clobbered by the Void. Oh my gosh. Watch yourself, Vision. He just came right down on him. But, yes. This is probably my third favorite figure in the entire wave. Hello! Today on the channel we're going to be building the Void. This is a Marvel Legends series from Hasbro. Yeah, it was the Void Build-A-Figure. So here is there's what we're looking at right there, and it consisted of all of these figures here, except for Black Panther didn't come with a part. So there he is. We're going to be putting that together right now. And then I'll bring out all the other figures from this wave, except for Black Panther, as I don't own Black Panther. I just wanted to get Void built. And we'll kind of show them next to him and kind of see which figures I like best in this wave. Of course, I don't have Black Panther, so we can't add him into it. But we'll see the main Build-A-Figure guys and girls. Ladies and guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll say that. Alright, let's get this guy built. Alright. A creepy dude. Alright, so I'm going to actually tilt up a little bit so you can see what's going on when I start building. Okay, so here is the body. Start with the body. It is creepy. Look at those extra spindly, extra little hands. I don't know, extra claws coming out of them like an insect. It's cool. Let's start with the legs. This one has to be correct here because it's got the toe right there. So we're just going to stick it in. Boom, that was easy. Super easy. And the next one, I will say I do wish that this didn't have pins. It's got pins in the arms and the legs. That kind of stinks, I think, but oh well. I am going to pull the camera back even further because he's getting tall. He's growing up so fast. Alright, here we go. Arms. Let's see, this has got to be this arm. So we're just going to take that peg and shove it in. Yeah. Very good. So when I talk about articulation all the time, if you've ever watched my videos and I'm always going over articulation, that's a peg. That's what a peg looks like. It's a peg on a rocker. So there's your peg, and there's your rocker. So, yep. We'll stick that peg right on into that port, and he's in. Oh, he's getting huge and cool. Let's go with the crazy stuff in the back. So he's got all these holes here for these guys here. So the littler ones go down here. There's no snap or anything. It just kind of sits in there. Let's do the next one. Guess so you can take them apart pretty easy if you had to, but man, this guy's getting heavy already. He's going to be very back heavy. So the top ones are a little bit thicker to insert. It's a bigger piece. Let's get this one. He's creepy. Alright, let's see what he looks like. Oh my gosh, he is very cool. He is very back heavy, as I figured. Let's pull his arms out, maybe he'll stay a little better. And let's do the head. So it is just a ball joint. Looks like a double ball joint, one down in the bottom of the neck, one in the top. Pop that on. Ugh. Let's try it again. Let me get a better grip here. I think I need to go like that. And then push down. Come on, head. Probably should have started with the head. Oh well. It did not pop, but I can see that it's in place. This guy is creepy. He is big and cool. I will say that. He's going to take a lot of shelf space. I really like these other hands so much better. These are the hands that will definitely be used on the shelf for me. These creepy claw hands. The fists are fine. I'm glad they come with it. But these claw hands are the hands for me. Yep, that's cool. Look at that guy. Alright, I'm going to go over articulation, then after that we'll kind of go over all the other figures in the wave and kind of put them next to him. But real quick, let's just do this. That's him. That's the other hands that he came with. and the Build-A-Figure parts. So that's everything you get for Void. Let's go ahead and do some articulation. Let me pull the camera back because he's going to be huge. He's such a big boy. Oh, see, these don't clip in or anything, which I'm not a big fan of. I do wish they would kind of, you'd hear a click or a pop or something, but they're just kind of just sitting in there. All right, the head. We saw the double ball joint. Wow, that's not bad at all. Look at that head up, head down. Whoop, his hand is in the way. Side to side action, very cool. I love his teeth. It just, oh, this head sculpt is cool. Look at that guy. He's coming at you. Very cool. Okay, no articulation on any of these little arm things down here, just for show. The arm, of course, we saw is a peg on a rocker there in the shoulder. And then you've got a double jointed elbow, but it does have the pins, which is kind of disappointing. And then for the hands, it's an up and down. Same thing for the fists. So very good there. He has a ball joint in his torso there. So that's his back. His back doesn't go too far because this back piece back here hits against these extra claw arm things. So that's the furthest back you can go, which is actually kind of just standing normal. And then forward is to there. Not bad. Then your legs. You've got, let me see, the kick out is going to be tough because of these. There, I can kind of flip it around that way. It is just a ball joint going in the leg right there. There's your kick out. You had to kind of pull this. What are these? Is these arms? They almost look like big stingers. Like he's got, what, 8 just like stingers, I guess you'd call them. Look like a scorpion stinger, but all over. They're even on his head. So I guess you call them scorpion stingers, or maybe they're just legs. I don't know. Anyway, there's the kick out, the kick forward, the kick back, and then he does have a thigh cut. It looks kind of funky though when you get going too much because of the muscles built into the sculpt. Double jointed knee, but he does have the pins, like I said, but there he is. He can get all the way back, I think. Yep, very good. And then you have no boot cut or anything, which he doesn't need. He doesn't have boots. He's got no shoes. Front facing pin on a rocker for the bare foot. How it works. He is pretty menacing. He's a little easier to stand than I thought he would be. You just gotta get him tilted forward just a tad, or keep maybe his arms out in a Scooby-Doo villain type pose. Like he's running after Scoob. Yeah, he's cool though. He's menacing. I will say I do wish that these let's just say I wish that these had articulation. I know there's a lot of joints here, and it would have cost Hasbro a lot to do because you got what, 1, 2, 3 on the little guys, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the big guys. If they could have given us just 2, would have been cool. Down in here and maybe 1 up here for each one of these would have been, that would have brought this to a whole nother level. Because right now it feels like just like static parts on his back and stuff. I mean, they look nice, but boy, if they would have moved, oh man. I don't know if there's any way to kind of figure out to cut it and add a joint somehow. That's beyond my modification skills, but yeah, I will say this thing's cool, but it would have been amazing if you had some articulation in these stinger claws, whatever you want to call them. Although, look at that guy. That's cool. Alright, I'm going to go about right there. Set him as far back as I can get him in the shot, and then I'm going to start throwing some other figures that were in this wave next to him. So let's go with my favorite figure of the wave. This one is my favorite. Crystar. I don't know. He's just so different. The sculpt is just really cool because everything looks like he's made out of like crystal. He's all see-through, and they did a pretty good job because, you know, you've got all these pieces that have to join together and snap in, and they did a good job, you know, making it look halfway decent up in there. So I don't know, he's so different from Marvel Legends that I don't know, I have a real joy for characters that have a sword and a shield. I don't know why, but I do, and that's cool. And that's probably why this is number 2 for me. Not completely, but Power Princess. this is a cool figure. Not just because it comes with a sword and a shield. It's just, it's got a lot of good articulation. It looks, the head sculpt is fantastic, if we can get it focused. Come on now. There we go. Looks really good. And of course, she looks a whole lot like Wonder Woman, but I don't know. She's Supreme Power Princess. But I don't know. I think this figure is really cool. She is kind of hard to stand. She's got these high heel shoe things, and I don't know. They look great, but she does have a hard time standing. Maybe if I can get her in a decent position. There, that's pretty good. There's how big she is to the Void. Let's see, let's move these two out of the way. So this is number 1, number 2. Let's go number 3, my third favorite figure. Let's see, it's probably gonna be Vision. Vision's pretty cool. Whoa, he just got clobbered by the Void. Oh my gosh, watch yourself, Vision. Oh, he just came right down on him. But, yes, this is probably my third favorite figure in the entire wave. Of course, I needed this figure more than any of the other figures in the wave, as I didn't have an retro-looking Vision. He is cool. He's not perfect, but he's a great representation on the shelf of Vision. My fourth favorite would probably be... Ah, man. See, I'm gonna go Namorita. She is pretty cool. She's got no pins. The paint job is pretty cool on there. Her head sculpt is great. The hair is really cool. Would have wished that she came with a second head sculpt. Would have been nice with the hair down. But I don't know. It looks pretty cool like that. The other thing I forgot to mention in my unboxing of this figure is she's got all these holes in her back for no reason, and they figured we'll get away with it. She's got this hair that covers it, but I do really hate having holes in figures that don't need holes. So that really bugs me. It's not like you could go and grab an accessory and throw it on here anyway. She's got too much hair, so obviously it was, you know, let's save some money and use an old mold and leave the holes. So I don't know. It can't be that hard to remove holes, could it? Could it cost that much? I really don't know. But I don't know. They do these on these Build-A-Figures all the time, where they cut corners on these waves. But I do like this figure. It would be my fourth favorite figure for sure. All right, let's get down to the 5 and 6, number 5 and 6. So number 5 would probably be Namor. Get Submariner in here if I can get him to stand. The main reason, I mean, the head sculpt and the head, of course, is really cool. It's kind of an updated version of him. The reason he's not my favorite is he's got old school pins on his legs and his arms. He just feels like, I don't know, definitely an older body style. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the ab crunch, and I know Vision had it too. I think every male character in this wave had it. I wish they'd get to a point where they could just do a ball joint in the waist and a ball joint like under this part here. I don't know, maybe it would look weird with a shirtless figure. I don't know. I know they use the ab crunch for a lot of these shirtless figures, but I mean, he is cool. It was kind of almost a tie between Namorita and Namor, but I'm gonna say he's number 5. And that leaves the last and least, Justice. This figure just obviously has tons of reuse and just an old body style that I don't like. There are a couple things I did like. The head sculpt is very nice, I will say. So for there to be some redeeming qualities, and this is the worst figure in the wave, that's pretty good. I'd say the wave is pretty good overall then. So yeah, the head sculpt is cool. The cape is kind of cool too. It's not like Vision's. I don't like Vision's cape. That's one of the things I didn't like. It's so floppy Joe. Like, there is a way to, like, it does peg into his back, but it always comes out. I can't even get it back in. See, that's the thing. There we go. You barely move him and it like comes out. It's just really awkward and floppy. Whereas this cape type, it's glued in all the way down through here. Like, it's all like part of the molded body, which is kind of neat. You could never take it off, which that kind of stinks, but it looks cool. It kind of reminds me of a Batman cape, which is kind of cool. No, he just took out the Void. Justice. You're ruining everything. Come on. Number 6. Alright, let's see if we can get everybody by the Void. I don't know if that's going to happen or not in the same shot, because the Void is just, I mean, I might have to kind of double up, but let's see. If you're in the least area, you get to go to the sides. That's what I say. Alright, they got to come in. That'll give me where I need to kind of put everybody. Okay, so let's see. Let's move him like this so we can get other people next to him. We'll put Vision right here. And somebody needs to go in between. Let's see, let's go name Arita. And then Crystar over here. Just grabbing Crystar's head, I guess. Come on, Crystar. Usually stands pretty easy. I don't know why he's having issues today. And we'll put Power Princess over here. Oh, come on, stand for me. One last figure. Drag it. That's looking pretty cool. Okay, there is the Void. Stay tuned for some posing. Thanks so much for watching.